The MMA world is absolutely buzzing right now. We've got fiery exchanges, disrespectful callouts, and the kind of tension that only this sport delivers. Ilia Topuria just went after both Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev, and it didn't take long for Islam to come swinging back with words of his own. In a recently released interview from a Spanish outlet, Ilia Topuria didn't hold back when addressing both men. Here's what Ilia said. First of all, I'd like to thank Charles for accepting the challenge. Something Islam didn't do. Now Charles has to pay the price for Islam. Honestly, I feel really sorry for Charles, but at the end of the day, it's my job. Now, Charles Oliveira is the UFC's all-time leader in submissions, and when asked whether Ilia still wanted to go for a submission on Makhachev, and possibly even Oliveira, this is what he had to say. I don't know. With Oliveira, the truth is, whatever is least painful for him, that's what I will do because I like him a lot. Following these sharp words, Islam Makhachev jumped on Twitter to respond, and he didn't hold back. Difference between me and you that I cleaned top list in my division. Moved to next, but you ran away from two contenders who had consecutive 5 and N wins in featherweight division. You are nobody in the lightweight division. Just a big mouth from Spain with nice haircut. Go get one W and we can talk, boy. Before we go any further, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the latest in MMA. Topuria didn't waste time firing back again. The difference between you and me is that I am a man and you are a coward. I speak and fight. You talk and hide. Run away far, leaving no trace. You're a little punk. Ilia also hinted at a potential move up to welterweight, and he's not just teasing. If the fan support is there and a worthy champion stands in the way, he's ready to chase it down. El Matador made it clear this is about more than just belts. It's about putting on shows, rising to challenges, and shutting down anyone who thinks they can outtalk or outfight him. And to seal it, he left fans and fighters alike with one last message. If someone wants to talk, they better be ready to back it up. No room for excuses, just action. Moving up next, Luke Thomas gave his take on the long-awaited middleweight title fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis. And there's no shortage of stakes in this one. Chimaev has finally landed a shot at the belt, and after tearing through names like Kamaru Usman and Robert Whittaker, it feels long overdue. But it hasn't been a smooth road. From dangerous weight cuts to lingering health issues, Khamzat's rise has had its fair share of detours. The biggest question now is whether he actually makes it to fight night. Dricus du Plessis, on the other hand, is on fire. After shocking the world by finishing Israel Adesanya and outlasting Sean Strickland, he's heading into his third title defense with confidence, grit, and a suffocating style that has broken elite fighters. Stylistically, this one is crazy. DDP brings pressure, odd angles, and endless cardio. Chimaev brings speed, dominance, and that raw finishing instinct. But the spotlight's also on Khamzat's body. After battling COVID-related issues and the stress of repeated pullouts, there's real concern about whether his prime years are being chipped away.
Khamzat, one of the most electrifying talents in all of MMA, certainly in that middleweight division, against DDP, a guy who I think we've come to understand is something of a cold-blooded fighter. And, people call him a donk and goofy and all this stuff, but his style has been effective. He's a physical tank. He finds ways to win, undefeated in terms of this his UFC run itself. He hasn't lost inside the octagon. That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, this is easily one of the best fights UFC could make, easily the best fight you could make at middleweight. Certainly no question about that. And just a guy in DDP who's in his absolute prime going up against a guy in Khamzat who's been something of almost a what if, something of a wild card. We weren't even sure he could get into the United States. Obviously, now he can get into the United States, which is a whole other topic. But for the purposes of just talking about the card and the fight itself, here you're going to get him. So you're going to be able to put him in pay-per-view in North America, which is going to be really, really big and important.
Moving up next we have Khamzat Chimaev. Worrying footage emerges. New footage of Chimaev has surfaced, and it's leaving fans seriously worried. The man known for unmatched energy and ruthless trash talk sat down for an interview with Adam Zuba. But this time, something was clearly off. When asked if he'd steamroll du Plessis in round 1, usually a cue for him to erupt with confidence, Chimaev responded in a way that left fans scratching their heads. Gone was the bravado. In its place was something quieter, almost disconnected. Fans flooded social media with concern. The intensity in his eyes wasn't there. The usual fire was missing. Some think it's mental burnout. Others think the years of health setbacks and public pressure are finally taking their toll. Here's a portion of that interview. Well, in the early rounds, even though the guy isn't technical, he's still strong. So it's always going to be tough against someone like that. Hopping the past, make headlines every week, but lately you've gone quiet. What changed? Look, man, if someone else got thrown into the position I'm in now, they'd lose their mind. The hate, the pressure, the highs and lows, it all adds up. Life happens. Back then, when I was calling people out, everyone said I was showing off. But now, when someone calls me out, suddenly it's, he might be calm. So when they do it, it's normal. But when I do the same, I'm the problem. It's like people mistake quiet for weakness. But it's not that. I show kindness when it's needed and toughness when it's time. I'm not here to please anyone. I just find it funny. When someone calls me out, they say it's just part of the sport. But when I do the same, it causes a storm. It's a different tone from Chimaev. Vulnerable, introspective, even frustrated. And it adds another layer to an already high-stakes fight. Will the old Chimaev return on fight night? Or are we seeing the signs of someone nearing a breaking point? Let us know in the comments. Is Chimaev still that unstoppable monster? Or is Dricus du Plessis walking into UFC 319 with the perfect timing? And what do you make of Ilia Topuria's war of words with Islam Makhachev? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next in the wild world of MMA. Thanks for watching.